Hello everyone and welcome to another session of Shadow Empire, where we as the Neo-Byzantine Empire are leading the charge against the Christian Crusaders, no doubt iconoclasts or something else. And let's open those sidebars. One thing I didn't really mention is, you see all those goods, they are in our strategic HQ, which is important because the strategic HQ is physically located over here. So usually when you have one zone, it doesn't really matter. But because now we have two cities, that means every good that is going from this city or from the HQ to the city is going to be using this road and this logistics, which is going to be important because it's the same logistics that our troops are using. So perhaps in the future I might consider moving this strategic HQ to the other city, or maybe somewhere else more to the north, to have a more central position. But for the time being it's fine, and this city is not going to be as active, at least for a while. And also, yeah, there's goods moving on here, so we are saving a bit of logistics over here, and also our main thrust of military is over here as well. So that should be fine. I've been thinking about the name of the city, and there is a city in Byzantine history that was known as, I think it was pronounced Nicaea, maybe, or something like this. But you know, it's been a while, so now the city is just nice. And it's nice we got a city like this as well, really early. It's pretty nice. So let's see, we have a mystic temple asking us to help with feasts. Oh wow, do we have a new faction? No, but those guys like commerce. They're going to be really pissed off about this. I mean, technically speaking, we don't mind increasing commerce and meritocracy, because it's going to be only lowering democracy and government and not our primary profiles. It's a bit of money. I will do it, but I have to be careful not to do too much for this cult. We got... oh yeah, those guys still demanding to hire their candidates. So I could hire the guy and just not employ him anywhere, but that would mean I would pay him money in return for not doing anything. I really would prefer not pissing those guys too much. Okay, I'll accept. He will like me a bit more. Worst case scenario, we'll pay a bit of money. Yeah, you guys continue like this. And get high velocity guns. We got those, yeah, government orders. For the time being, I think it's going to stay as it is. It's fine. We got nomads are sounding a border and just spamming more enforcements for free. That's pretty nice. Those nomads are quite useful in the end. Yeah, let's get those guys into some more supply. You guys can stay over here. Make sure no free folk just run in from the west. Could happen. So here is our infantry. Do we have full numbers? Yeah, actually... If I wasn't spending all of my industry on building this industry, I would probably recruit another battalion, but for the time being it's just going to have to be what we have. And carefully moving up. Oh yeah, I was afraid there's going to be someone. This is just a militia troop. They're losing 2 units. That's kind of nasty. Where's the tank? We have a tank buster over here. I would want to push them off the ledge if possible. So attack with decent numbers. I was also using the tank just to deal some damage. Oh wow. Actually, the infantry took half of the hits. So we do have a positive K to the D ratio, but just barely. And we are gaining some territory though, so that's good. Let's keep some troops to the south. And stay around the road as well. The logistics are not going to be going much further than that. Let's make sure there's no troops over here because they have some territory here. And yeah, There might have someone here, possibly. Probably not, though, because this unit took control of those tiles. And I think that wouldn't happen if they had something here. How is Nice doing? Slowly gaining more happiness. Once it gets a bit more... once the unrest goes down. Yeah, probably I will be able to move out the troops. So for the time being, they just have to stay there. Yeah, just a bit of militia over here, that's fine. And let's keep going. Let's see what the fanatics do against us. Probably not much. Yeah, the nomads are being annoying. They actually declared war on me. We are gaining a lot of ward. And one turn is going to be ending, which means another era is going to start. Forced relocation. Okay, interesting. So how does that work exactly? Is it an... best difficulty is 100, so it's not really going to be successful. But even failure will result in the task being executed having half or no effect, so it will do something. So to relocate, there will be some casualties to Free Folk. So we could do it, but there's no real pressure. It's actually kind of expensive when it comes to political power. Right now, I have a lot of it, but you can start running out really quickly once you start spending it. Yeah, it's just a difficult role. This guy is not really useful. Let's throw a spy somewhere. And there's a decent chance they will get some intelligence on the major here. Oh wow, just rolled 85 out of 85. That's good. We're not going to be opening contacts with them. We are not really as afraid because they cannot push our borders. They're a bit less of a threat. At the beginning at least, and they are a republic. This also helps. So if I could... where's the tank? Tank is over here. So what ideally happen is if I could surround them and use a good amount of troops to maybe destroy them. Oh, they have some fancy bipod cavalry. So we didn't destroy them, but we actually dealt some decent damage. And with a bit more maneuver, they shouldn't be able to go anywhere. Let's continue securing the ledge over here. Yeah, make sure that those guys are they no longer have any territory here. I'm not going to risk the HQ because actually it's 500 grants. At this point of the game, it's actually not that bad. Just keep the ledge, eliminate the nomads. What other decisions we have? So a new speech. We have to increase the security. The percentage of soldiers of our subjects reached at least 15%. From 12 to 15. I think this is doable, actually.
Roger that.
What new council do I want? At some point I will need economic council for sure. Though also important to remember, every new council lowers the amount of money you're spending on each because it's the government budget is being spread all over. I feel like I would really want a model council, but at the same time, I would want to make one with Enviro suit and the rifle, instead of just upgrading one and then the other. Maybe this is... or do I just go for both, actually? I do have 2 cities. And a lot of political power. Yeah, let's just go for both. I think I will be able to start a new one next turn. Okay. Don't like this guy. But they shouldn't be able to really cut us off or threaten us too much. Actually, just to be very, very cautious, because getting cut off by nomads like this can be really risky. So let's make sure this crossing, very strategically important crossing, is secured. And see what they do. Okay, the fanatics are trying to flank us, basically. Outflank us? Yeah. And the nomads start attacking us. Still gaining ward. Still getting mystic priests. And okay, so they are going over the ledge. Okay, let's eliminate those guys now. We got some more troops. How long the tank can hold? Oh, actually, we got it. Nice. The tank is actually carrying us quite hard so far. But I'm pretty happy about it. Actually, their troops over here don't really matter that much. They cannot get too far away because they're going to get cut off from logistics. So it's fine if I actually continue pushing a little bit. How is the construction going? Still need a few hundred more industrial points. And 400 metal. Should be done in about 2 turns, maybe? If I have enough metal, I can buy a little bit, so that's no problem. Oh, there's no metal in the market. Okay, so this might make things slightly more difficult. Look at all the machines, okay. This is going to give me a little bit of industry, so that's nice. Let's see reports. Incident with lack of action. So, in Byzantium, it's the Director of Military Research Council. No, it's the Secretary doing something. I really don't like you. You're not really useful. I think this is okay spread, to be honest. This looks fine. They want to increase production of this bureaucracy points, I think, which is basically the money that the government spends on councils is being converted into bureaucratic points. And they want to increase it just slightly in 6 turns. I think that's doable. I know there are buildings that increase bureaucratic points. I think it increases slightly with population, hopefully, because I'm not really planning on doing anything. So, yeah, those are the guys that I don't really want. For model design. How strong are they? They do lack enforcement. Oh, excuse me, just got a little bit of a cough. Yeah, but meritocracy and hard, that's not really useful, and they are in theory more popular of the factions. So dancing around them is not really that easy. They are totally random. So in theory it should all go into discovery right now. So Fate started developing a new model of infantry and built upon the grant. Oh, I could actually double their firepower. Or go for Gaspard Carbine, which has slightly lower firepower, but it's much more ammo efficient. But I think ammo is not really a problem. So we would go, yeah, and then we will have to just go for basic Enviro suit. If I went for this and upgrade this, I could upgrade to Gaspard machine gun, which is significantly. It's both better and cheaper to use, actually. Question is though, I will be getting the high velocity guns. I'm not sure if it applies to buggies though, and actually I might use a few buggies. Oh, we're getting a park. The Park of Victory in Byzantium? Yeah, they're just building a park where we're going to hold our triumphs. Let's go for a recon buggy then. Fine to go for a build up, even if it's not the best design, it's really much cheaper to do it this way. We can just increase the plating a little bit. I think going for 200 is going to be okay. And do I get the feedback on how good the engine is? No. Well, I'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Roger that.
Do I cave to those guys? And yeah, this guy is actually from... This girl is from the faction I actually want. So yeah, I'm just going to dismiss them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And let's continue. Nomads are going to be quite difficult to remove from this area actually. They're trying to attack and they did actually quite a bit of damage. Getting some spies, getting a glorious war. This seems like a pretty nice thing actually. They pushed the militia a little bit, that's not really a problem. Losing militia is something to be expected. How am I doing on resources? Am I actually good on them? Oh, the construction is finished already. That's really nice. We're going to have a ton of industry right now. So let's first of all replenish the losses. And even I'm going to get a few more. And then I want one more battalion, and then we might get a few buggies to get some armor. Which is going to be just much weaker tanks, but maybe they will have slightly better numbers, so it might not be even that bad. Do I want to focus the fanatics? The fanatics are going to be actually much easier to handle because I just need to capture this city. Just in this huge basin over here. The nomads, I will need to take over their entire territory, which is actually quite significant. And the issue of doing that is going to be getting logistics to every place over there. I need for sure to keep an eye on them so they don't get too much territory. Yeah, the problem right now, I don't really have enough troops to go for surrounds, which is the most efficient way, obviously. So I think I will wait for the time being. Managers want own mess. Why they better own their mess? In the model design, it barely started and you're already unhappy about the arrangements there. But yeah, enforcement, hard lowering, that's what we're all about. We're about separate officers. And I think sniper is fine because commerce is not lowering our thing. Okay, keep securing this. This guy actually might be doing some light exploration. I'm curious what's going to be here. Do I have a spy? I do. For some reason, I can't seem to select this as a state. There's one spy active here. No much reason to send more. Somehow this spy we sent here didn't really discover that much. We have one spy over here. Could send one way over there. Might as well a critical success. Maybe because I didn't really move any troops in this area, I cannot send spies there. Not entirely sure. Yeah, still good on ammo. Fuel, we have good fuel, but once we start using buggies, that's going to go down real quick. There's also not that many soldiers right now. So I might want to increase the numbers of recruits we're getting. Because there's also this promise I made. High velocity guns. I hope I didn't go for the buggy too early. So that's my promises. 4 turns left. We have... we actually just about to reach the bureaucratic points. So that's good. Yeah, we're not gaining the percentage of soldiers, which means we need to increase the amount of people we are hiring as troops. Both our cities are growing quite nicely. So let's... that's troops. I want to go to the governor. Zone orders. 1,000 recruits. And over here... 1,000. This is going to cost a little bit of money, but we're doing quite well on that. They're actually... they're almost chill. So do I just integrate them right now? Okay, I don't remember if they get pissed off about it or something, but let's try it.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what happens. Get Eternity Movement personal session. And no, we are not doing personal sessions. I'm busy fighting a war, goddammit. Okay, nothing here. There's probably not many people in non-aligned forces area, but they will be, and they will be tough to manage, most likely. I think there's enemies here. Or maybe not. Yeah, I have enough troops to man the front line, but not enough to really push them anywhere. No additional militia troops as well. How is this place doing on militia, actually? So when does it recruit a new unit? Is there like a report for it? There's probably some... I remember there was some place that would let you know that... maybe over here? No. Oh, a victory overview. So there's actually 3 major regimes on the map. And we have the biggest population because we captured the second city, basically. Though we have bigger territory than the republic we're bordering, but smaller than the Madalum domain, which is someone we haven't met. And yeah, the war goal is basically to have 50 points, right? Yeah, to have 50 points, which is average of population and planet control, and also 25 score more than your rivals. So that's once you control half the population or half the planet, then you're probably guaranteed to win anyways. Especially when you have such a massive advantage over your rivals. Don't remember where you can check militia. It's not here. News. There's a lot of reports, but yeah, this is one of those things. There's probably some information about this somewhere, but where it is, who knows? Quality none. That doesn't sound good, actually. We have some issues with morale, so let's try. I saw something. Glorious War. They get plus 100 max morale, and they gain defense. Yeah, and let's just use it on our light infantry brigade then. Seems like it's a good idea. Finally, something useful. Could get those units because they're free anyways. I'm sure they're actually on military and not on militia. They provide small bonuses to combat. And most of all, they're free. Oh yeah, I wanted to use this as soon as possible. Actually, era is ending soon, and I should get a faint point then, so it should be fine. Oh, now we're getting industrial points like crazy. Probably how much scavengers here. So this is a good place for a scavenging operation because it's on the road. The way logistics work in this game is every time there's a split in the road, the logistics points get split in two. So ideally you want to keep one road along your empire that's just going to not have any connections with other roads. Just keep a straight line so the logistics flow in a straight line as well. So this is perfect. Ideally this would be like over here, because right now we have a split of roads over here, so 50% of our logistics are going over here, which is not really useful. But at the same time we have logistics from over here, so that's fine. I could do like connected this to this, but then that's another split, and actually I'm not sure how that would work. You could do something like removing road over here and then just do a snake. Or like this. So you don't have any junctions. Do I move my troops in any way? I kind of don't want to. I don't have technological advantage over my enemies yet. I have my tank, which could deal some damage. Maybe I should just go for trades. Just try to deal even a little bit of damage. Probably a bad idea, actually. Well, we'll push them back, but that's the problem. Like, it doesn't really help me. Because I need to go for a big maneuver, taking over their territory and forcing their units to capitulate. Doing it like this is... I mean, we did gain access to the road. But yeah, basically I need more troops and buggies to force on my way with their forces. And yeah, and they're back on the front line. We got... yeah, we fulfilled the promise of bureaucratic points. We got padded enviro suit, that's excellent, so we can just start researching it as soon as possible. We got a new buggy, we got recon in force. Plus 22 attack. This could be something we use on the buggies, actually. Militia project. This might be useful as well. Let's continue pouring over there. Militia learns from experience. We have an opportunity to place some very experienced mercenaries employed by the HQ guards into militia units. So actually I will just pay them more. This gives them more experience. I wish there were actually more numbers. Could go for a new machine gun. Actually, let me just check out of curiosity. If I build on the buggy... Oh, didn't actually discover a new gun, so that's good. That would be a bit wasteful. Actually, you guys wait. And now that the military council is researching something I want, let them switch 100% into research, because I want this done ASAP so I can upgrade all of my units, and once we have the technological advantage, then our basic infantry is going to be much bigger of a threat than it is right now. So, how about... we'll still go for light infantry. Machine gun infantry is really good once you have some more like buggies or even tanks, maybe something to really push. They're really good at holding the line. But for the time being, I think we can continue going with this. I actually can just drop them right now. With almost their full numbers. Okay, that's good. It's going to be the main push towards the religious fanatics territory. Not really seeing anything that interesting. Zone pop +1. A population? Or popularity, actually. This would be pretty good. And this is water +50. Yeah, that's nice. Always nice. And how are we looking on the percentage of soldiers? It went down. Huh? How? Soldiers? Well, maybe it's not counting those troops just yet. It's possible, and we lost recruits right now. Not sure how the calculation is done. Yeah, feeling pretty good right now. Oh, there's some movements over there. Let's see who that actually is. Oh, wow. The religious fanatics are using human wave tactics. Waste disposal accident in Byzantium. That doesn't sound good. We got a new era in 1 turn. Gains strong arming. We got a spy. So what's the meltdown? Okay. What do we have here? So they try to attack the unit with the tank. So even though actually this was a pretty good idea because the tank was only with some RPG militia and some trucks. But yeah, the tank held its ground quite well, killing almost 1,000 of them. Okay, the religious fanatics are definitely more aggressive than anyone else. Let's secure this even more. You move over here and you guys continue. Split like this. And now all of you can continue working. You can do strategic movement, which uses logistics points to travel along the roads. But, I mean, actually, I'm not sure if I want to split those guys up anyways. I think I'm using strategic movement, yes. This might be not ideal as well because it could lead to you running out of logistics points. Or I think maybe it's using the points that remain after the last turn? I don't quite remember. Oh, so this is the second major regime. So we're going to have a nice little freeway border somewhere around those places. And those guys, who are they? We have no idea who they are, though they are peaceful. So we shall see. Incident with lack of ambition again. Those guys are really not helping much. And this guy, my secretary, is... yeah, he doesn't really like me. Kind of want to fire him. Yeah, making me lose popularity with the faction that's actually relevant to me. And gaining unrest. I think we will be removing this guy as soon as possible. Okay, so this is the waste disposal accident. That's the accident occurred with foul-smelling waste. No casualties, okay, but some danger. Oh wow, this guy is... Leader skill family bonus. Okay, seems like this is going to be a fairly easy roll. Like, we beat the average even without our roll, so I think we should be able to do it. Or we could not give him support. Yeah, just give him full support. He rolled 47, which is not great. And enforcement profile is giving us bonus. So yeah, I managed to lose only 800 population and increase the damage danger very slightly, so it's fine. No, I'm not giving you guys armies to control, that's for sure. Let's just recruit. We'll go for a military or a merc. Military seems like a better idea. This guy, oh, and this guy actually, because of his suitability rating is so high, jumped ahead of the other guy. Ace, Kent, and Grey Ultimus. Yeah, I take skip. Okay, so this force would be really nice to use. How are we doing on the promise? Okay, the percentage of soldiers did increase by 3% last turn, but how that works I have no clue actually. Yeah, we're gaining some surplus of metals and industrial points. So you know what, let's get maybe some buggies. Formation is going to be independent. Yeah, and buggies are expensive in cheap in people, expensive in industry. Which obviously makes sense. We are selecting our crossbilly number 2. And yeah, this is not going to be full formation, but we will add additional ones as the time goes. And yeah, this is going to have 50 buggies in total. Meanwhile, our tank only has basically 1 unit. So it can die. It's very experienced though, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, no need to continue pushing until I get some reinforcements. Those guys are pushing the border up quite aggressively. No one pushing. We have a crisis of passion. We're going to have more unrest. That's not great. We have APC. Hey, we're not going to be getting them anytime soon, but nice. Okay, let's continue. So you guys... Still basic stuff, so not that much when it comes to technology. That's a good posture for our infantry, when it comes to attacking at least. Still don't know anything about you. If those guys are militaries, then we're going to have a nasty war, though we don't have a road connecting us. Even in this early stage, the AI, even with its cheats when it comes to cheaper roads, they're going to have difficulty getting something to connect us, I think. So that might be good for us. Let's get a group move. And let's make sure I'm not using it again. Sonic Pitford wants to change its propaganda. Okay. He wants democracy and heart. Dude. Do you know who we are? It's not our thing. Why are you green? Oh no, he started his own faction. Democratic Syndic Union, Government, Democracy, and Fist. I mean, they all have at least one thing in common with what I want, but... This should slowly lower the advantage the Justice Humanist Knights have over other factions, I suppose. So hopefully it doesn't lower our relations too badly. But no, we're not doing that. Minus 12 points, oof, that's not great. Could raise people's salary, but I think it's... Oh, you don't have any salary. Okay, I will try to make you like me a bit more. Oh wow, he's not really thankful. I increased your salary infinity times, and you just like me +1. This guy just doesn't like me, I guess. This is fine. This is going to be fine for the time being. How are we doing on the... I think one more turn to get padded and virused. You guys wait one more turn. Statue in your honor. I would like a statue. Yeah, everyone likes Fist in our... So we agree that we need to do things with violence. We are just disagreeing on what we do with violence. So I think we continue pushing Fist. And also, yes, statue is going to be nice. Losing some enforcement, but actually lost quite a bit of it. We had like almost 80, I think. We found an ominous sealed door in Nice as well. Let's make sure it's closed, actually.
Yes, sir.
This one we might be able to open in the future. So the Republic wants to open contacts with us. I think we refuse for the time being. We're not the types... Of course, usually it would be much better to accept, but we're not the types to talk. And if it causes a war between us, then so be it. Which might lead to me losing the game, but I will work it out. It is normal difficulty. Buggies are quite fast, on the roads at least, not on the dunes. Let's get those actually more buggies if possible. Just barely. Let's get some grunts. A bit more even. Yeah. So we're about to make the push towards the religious fanatics. We have some new neighbors over here. Still, we don't know anything about them. Can I send them a spy? Actually, I have 2.
Roger that.
Okay, critical success, excellent. So we know about this, we know about this. Could send another one over here. Failure. So nothing new to learn about that place. And we also might as well use this. Found all knowledge to use barracks. I think maybe I used this card wrong. Maybe, yeah. I think I misunderstood what it did. I think it discovered... No, it discovered something we didn't have... it researched something we didn't have even discovered. But maybe I should have waited to open the next stage in tech. I mean, still, it's something that is going to make our research in economy faster. And speaking of which, actually, let's get a new organization. Now it's definitely the time to start working on our economy. And yeah, now with 2 units with some decent breakthrough, we should be able to start getting some surrounds on them. Like this unit over here should be pretty easy to cut off along the ledge over here. And Nomad's got much more cautious about pushing anywhere close to me, so that's also good. The northern border is fixed right now. There is a threat, technically speaking, that religious fanatics get conquered by the other guys first. We got quack doctors. Okay. Pilot inference is finished. This guy left. Okay, excellent. Great, we're going. We have infantry defense. No retreat allowed. It's risky, but actually might be quite useful under certain conditions. Do we know anything about you? They are militarists, so those guys are actually a threat. Militarist expansionists. Those guys are just Republican. They might fight each other as well. And they already own significant territory as well. Well, things are getting interesting. But this is going to be it for now. So GG guys, and see you on the next session of Shadow Empire.